All right, I am back. Now I wanted us to do our Snailed It. So last week, I don't know if you remember, but last week we did this Snailed It Stamp set. And I have it again. I wanted to use it again. I might use a different sentiment, but I wanted to use it again because I just thought it was so fun, and I just feel like, if you know, we only have a few more months to use this until June 30th, I believe. You can only get the snail mail paper, the Snailed It stamp set, and the snail dies, which I had here. No, those are the ones I can't seem to find. The snailed dies. And so you can only get those until June 30th. And also these acrylic hearts. These acrylic hearts, you can also, not acrylic, resin hearts. You can get until January or June 30th. But again, as the closer we get to that deadline, the less likely you'll be able to find stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. Hopefully you guys can see. Hopefully we'll put a little light on this situation. Sorry for the interruption. And I thought I had stopped. And anyway, it is what it is. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. So I wanted to remind you guys, last week we did these two little boxes, these little match boxes. These are only good until June. No, these ones I think did carry over into the new catalog. So these little have a belly band, and they're super, super cute. I wanted to, I loved how they turned out. I just thought they were super sweet. And they were very simple. They didn't take a lot. It's like I can't learn. Anyway, okay. So now I wanted to get on here and do a couple cards. And we also did this. Great little one. This is using the Paper Pumpkin little love boxes, and it comes with the little snails, and it comes with these little boxes, and then we made the little belly band. We did that last Friday. We did the big boxes a little while ago. So, and here's the great Snailed It paper. So we're going to be using the punch today, and we're going to be using the punch, and we're going to be using the punch and then a couple of dies. And so here's the first card we're going to make. I already have all the pieces ready, except for I have to cut out one little mailman. Okay. So I have a basic white card base. Okay. Basic white card base. And then all I did was I did a couple layers. So I did, this layer is, oh, this layer needs to be trimmed. That's a little annoying. I have to trim up this layer. It's just shy. I wonder if this base is also just shy. No, the base, yep, the base is also just shy. It's like the measurements are off, but I'll have to trim them up. So we're gonna layer it like this, and then we're going to be putting these pieces on top, but we need to add our little snail. I wanted to do the mailman. Let me see if I can find one. I might not be able to find one of him with his face. Let's see, there's a couple pieces. So what I might be able to do, here's a tip that someone gave me, is that you can actually take one of these from another one, and you know, if you cut it just right, you can layer them on top of each other and people wouldn't be able to notice if you're missing a little snail. Oh, I think I might be missing, I needed a mailman. Oh, here's another sheet. Oh, here we go. Here's a better piece. And so let me cut out a mailman, snail man. So I wanted to get my scissors. So the key thing when you're cutting out an image is you kind of trim around what you need. So I'm gonna just kind of cut it loosely. There are also dies that will cut, that will cut out some of the shapes, but there isn't a die to cut out the mailman. There's only a die for some of the other shapes. There's a die for this one, there's a die for the little envelopes, and then there's a die for a smaller snail. And that, you know, it just happened to be that I wanted to use this one. So here's the key when you're cutting out, oops, I trimmed it a little too close on that side. So when you're cutting out a shape, you move the paper, not the scissors. And I think I've told you guys this a few times, but I keep just, you know, not everyone is new. I mean, some people are new, some people have watched me before. So I always like to remind everyone that you move the paper, not the scissors. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I cut it a little too close on that top, but that's okay. No one's gonna notice. And I'm not gonna go all the way down the eyeballs, just to the side. And this is a basic layout of a card, nothing too fancy. I don't know where my other cards are that I did from last week. Remember, if you comment and share this video, I will have a drawing of 2 people that, or of a person that from the list of shares and comments, and give them the projects that I made. Okay, so there we go. We'll just throw this away in the garbage. Oh, and the dies also cut out this little heart. This is a 2-inch circle punch, I believe. I believe this is a 2-inch circle punch. Okay, I trimmed him kind of messily. He's not the best trimmed. Just trim a little bit better. Just see if I can get him just a touch better. You just leave a little bit of white. Okay, around the edges. And he's good. I think he's good. Okay, and so when we make this card, we're going to go ahead and take our glue. Remember, if you need to get anything, you can get it all. Whoops. You can see all my lesson plan all up in here. I told you it wasn't the best. I had to get off the other one because there was something in the oven. So, all right. So, I don't know how to pause. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my, oops, I think this is out. Let's see, let me get my, there it is. So another trick to the stamp and seal is if you touch the end to, if you touch it to a little bit of silicone, this is a little silicone hot glue thing. And if you touch it to the silicone, you should be able to get it back on track. There we go. The silicone just kind of advances the wheel for you. Okay. All right. So, and you just layer it. So this piece is 5.5 by, let's see, 5.5 by, let me measure it real quick because like I told you the measurements were a little off. So this piece is 5.5 by 3 3/4. And yeah, so this piece is also off too. It's a little, it's not done in quarters, which isn't always my fave. And all we're gonna do is we're laying it on a basic piece of basic white. Okay, and then we're just gonna layer it on. Let me make sure it's even. Okay, and as you can see, it's a little bit over the top there. It's not actually totally even. It was cut a little too big, about 1/16 of an inch too big. So sometimes it happens when it's cut with one of those arm cutters. And so I have a feeling that's probably what happened and why it was a little too big. So I just trimmed off the edge. It's a touch crooked, but I'm gonna see if I can trim it just enough. I just try to keep my, it's not the best trim, but I really didn't want that layer hanging out. Most people won't notice. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put, if anyone's commenting, I can't see anything, so, okay. And then we're just gonna layer this on top. We're just gonna layer this, this little postage stamp comes with the dies, and so does the, now the circle is separate, but the postage stamp comes with the dies, and then the little heart is like stinking adorable. Can't get enough of it, not gonna lie. Okay. And so, yeah. So I'm just gonna pop that on there. And you could add a sentiment like hello or something like that. I don't think I will. Let's see, I think I want to put the mailman straight onto this yellow, and then I'm going to use the dimensionals on the other. Let me make sure I get his eyes. So, there we go. Okay. Put that on there. And then, yeah, and then I'm gonna have the dimensionals pop the circle up on top. And I think I'll put the heart, oh, see, I don't really want this heart actually. Maybe the heart can pop up on his chest or something. I don't know. I don't really want that heart. Get my dimensionals. And I use every single part of my dimensionals, even the little edges here, because then I just get the max for it. It's just kind of nice. So take a couple of these little pieces, put them on the back of the snail. And then I think I might pop the postage stamp up again on some dimensionals. Give me a second, let me see if I want it like that. No, I think, yeah, I think I want him on dimensionals too. So let me go ahead and get a few more dimensionals cut out. And that way I know I can put him up. Put a little one in the middle. Okay. I'm not meaning to whistle, I'm sorry. It's like I used to play the flute, so I whistle a lot. Well, I can still play the flute, I just haven't in a long time. But I can still play. It's on my to-do list of things to do again. Okay, and I think I want him over to the side. I love this paper. That's what really shines to me. Oh, I think I didn't take all the, yeah. That's what really shines to me is this paper. So cute. I love how that turned out. I love the design of it. I thought it was cute. And of course you can always add a sentiment if you want, but I also think he's just cute as is. He might be a little crooked, but I think he's cute as is. I could always add a little sentiment popping off, but I think I'm gonna leave him. I had my snail cards over here, but I guess I put them away. I had the snail cards sitting out, I thought, but maybe not. So another card that a friend sent to me, which I'm not sure if I showcased it on the last video, but a friend sent me this card here, which I don't think I showed you on the last video, but she sent me this card here, which I loved. And you can see how you can use the dies in several ways. So you can cut out the basic snail with the die. That was cut out with the die. And this little envelope was also cut out with the die, as well as this little tag. Okay, and so this little card that goes inside was also cut out with the envelope. And so, or with the dies. So it really can do a lot of versatile things. So such a cute card for my friend Darlene. She's the one that designed these, and I'm just kind of using her designs. So then the other card I wanted to do was kind of a fun take on, it was a fun take on a postage stamp like we did the other day. I just wanted to do a card that had all postage stamps. So let me grab my pool party, which is already scored. Okay, I wanted to grab my pool party, and I wanted to grab my punch paper. Let me see if I have some others that are already punched like we did last week. And I just thought it would be fun to make a card that was just plain punches. So let me see which ones I want to use. I don't know if I want to use the snail. I do want to do one that has the Snailed It Punch or snail mail stamp. So let me get out a little piece of white. I don't always design on the fly. Like, I had it in my brain, and anyway. Oh, Happy Mail Enclosed. That was it. I love the way the little stamp looks. I just think it has such a cute effect. So we'll go ahead and we'll stamp out our, let's see. Well, let me decide what I need for that. So let's see. I love this postage stamp one. I don't know if I really want the mushroom, but I might. Let's see, I have a couple pieces here. I might use that one because I happen to have it already out. And let's see, do I want the heart? See, I think I might prefer having, instead of the mushroom, I think I might have it like having the postage stamp. I don't think I want the hearts. Do I want that one? Let me see. I might actually want to use, yeah, the yellow. I love that yellow. So we'll take and do, no, kitty, no, 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 go. Okay. All right. So I just thought I'd do a bunch of stamps on here, just one layer, not a crazy layers. All right. And so I'll put this one, I think there. And let's see. Oh, and then in the corner would be the stamped Happy Mail Enclosed. So yeah, and that'll balance. So that'll show you the design. So we'll have white over here and white over here. Okay, and I think I want to use, let's see what color is on the top of my stuff here. Nope. I think it's gonna be, it's probably gonna be Bermuda Bay because it's right on top. Okay, so we'll take the Bermuda Bay. I kind of wanted to use the red, but I'm going to be using what is on hand. I just got, okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp. Ink up my Happy Mail Enclosed. I'm going to stamp my little Happy Mail down. Perfect. Oh, I got a little halo on the edge, so that's why you have to be careful not to get, you don't want to get the ink around the edge of your stamp. You see it's right on that side, but luckily because we're using the punch, you won't be able to see the, we're going to be using the Postage Stamp Punch. You won't be able to see that little halo, we call it. Let me go ahead and punch out my little image. Let me set my inked up stuff aside. All right, so there's that one. I'm going to use the little snails. Oops, this one's a little small, but I'm going to use it anyway. There we go. I also showed you last time how you can take a little, you can take a sticky note, and I think I'm going to do that this time. You take a sticky note and you put it on the top of your piece, and then you slide it down inside your punch so you can get it just right. I wanted my snails to be straight, so okay, there we go. And see, it takes a little bit of the memo note off, but it doesn't damage the card or the little piece that you're taking out. Okay, and so that can go away. And then we'll go ahead and we'll punch out these little postage stamp size ones. Okay, done with that. I might actually, you know, you could even use this as a, like a frame. If I trim off the side over here, I could frame something else with that. Okay, and let me punch out a little piece of this yellow over here. Okay. So you see what I mean by a frame. You can easily take this. If I trim off a little piece over here, I could put a stamp inside there and lay that to the top, and then I have my image already framed with this. Okay, and I might grab another piece here and show you what I mean. Let me see if I have another piece I can show you. I do have this one. This one would work. You know what? I can show you on this one in just a second what I mean. So we'll get another extra card out of today. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take my basic, oh, because I did it this way, I wonder if I did this one right. I did, okay. See, I actually punched it the wrong direction. I needed to punch it like this, and I didn't, so that was my mistake. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just layer my postage stamps like this. I want them to be a little even. I feel like it needs another layer though to be cute enough. I think I might grab another layer, which wasn't what I planned on, but I think I have some red, and that'll take care of my desire to make it red underneath. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. Where's my trimmer? It needs just a little something to make it good. So 4 1/4, I think 3. Okay, good. This piece is really crooked. I think I might need to make it a little bit smaller, but that's okay because it was like super crooked. That was weird. I clearly, when I cut it the first time, it wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Yeah, this will be just right. And I cased this from something online. So as you can see, it's going to look better to have it like this. I just love the way the postage stamps look. I love this postage stamp. It's just the sweetest thing. Okay, so I'm going to arrange it on my red. So let me go ahead and I want to place my, I'll place my Happy Mail down here. Oh, well, that one's going to be 3D. So okay, looks about right. There's a little, oh, this edge is crazy too. This is a really crazy shaped card. Piece of cardstock. I just pulled out the weirdest piece ever. It was like, I must have cut it by hand or something because it has a really odd shape to it. Okay, that's straight. That's straight. And that is a little off, but it's okay. All right, good. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll put our pieces down. So I know I want this one to be in the bottom there. So we'll put some glue on the back. I'm just gonna try and corner it. Center it in the corner. Okay, and then let's see. And we'll take, yeah, because this one, so actually I think I need to do this opposite corner over here to try and get it, maybe. Yeah, it's a little hard to do it upside down. That's the part that's killing me about doing the videos like this, but okay. Okay, we'll have to make that a little wider there. Okay, let me get this one right on top. Okay, and then we'll make this a little extra wide in the center to get it just about even on that side. There's probably a trick to try and get them totally centered, but we're winging it. Which isn't always the best. Hopefully you'll have patience with me. And then add my little Snailed It or snail mail, happy mail, whatever it is saying, in the corner. I actually shouldn't put this on yet. I should put this on my card before I put that on, because otherwise I can't get the glue on the back. Oh, that turned out cute. I was thinking I could even update this with more, and maybe I'll do that on Friday. I just love the Postage Stamp Punch. It just has the sweetest, I don't know, it's just has the sweetest style to it. And then the paper with it, it's just amazing. I can't get enough of it. Okay, and then we pop it. It just needed that little, I think because the blue on the blue was a little bit strange, and so we'll just pop this down. There you go, happy mail enclosed. Cute, done. And let me grab this one here to show you what I meant about making a framed piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my card base, and I'm going to take this and make it like a little frame around an image. So what I'll do, oops, is I think I'll go ahead and I had that little piece of white. I had that piece of white here, and I can even still use the happy mail again. Got to be careful not to use the edges. I think I told you I got ink all over. I think I've just got ink all over my hands because I'm hurrying. Okay. Okay, yeah, see, I got it all over the edge. But never fear, like I said, we're going to still take that punch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little framed edge and I just need to trim it. And it just so happens that there's a perfect dotted line to trim it on. I could even use my scissors if I wanted. And so I trimmed off that little edge, And yeah, see, I don't think I want it to be this way. I think I definitely want it to be the dotted lines. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue down my basic white. Actually, I think I'll center it. And then you could easily have this popping up as a frame. So I'm gonna glue this straight down against the card base. I always like to put things in the corner. I just like that off-center style. And then I'm gonna put dimensionals on the back, really, really narrow dimensionals on the back of these little pieces here. So I could just lay it over the top like this and have it frame it, or I can have it just popping a little bit off, and I like the shadow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a different type of dimensional that I have here. Yeah, okay, so this one happens to have a lot of extra edging on it. So I'm gonna cut some really narrow dimensional pieces on it, the mini one here. This one I think came in a paper pumpkin ages ago. Okay, and I'm gonna put them around the edges. Put all these little strips that I just made around the edges. Hold on, gosh, it's killing me. Yeah, that looks cute. I think this will work. And it's a little tricky. You have to, I could even use my tweezers if I needed to get these on, because it is a really narrow little edge of a frame here. But I have to say, I really do like the idea that I would use something I was about to throw in the garbage and put it as an extra piece on something else. Yeah. Because it's white on white, it's not as, I think, obvious, because it's the white on white, and I actually feel like, there we go. So cute, right? Oops, sorry. So it has a nice, it adds this little extra textural element around the edge. I think I probably could add a couple extra dimensionals right in there. So anyway, just thought I'd share that little tip. And that was all I had for us today. So you have a great day.